Vice Pod. I believe it is my good friend Raysean who's got this first one.
I was just a look. Okay.
And Raysean, here you go.
Ooh, okay.
r/ask Reddit.
What's your response if someone asks if someone asks for your number if you don't want to give it?
Yeah, what is your response if someone asks for your number if you don't want to give it?
Well, I'm a guy, so if any girl wants my number, I'm pretty much usually giving it out.
Any girl?
Well, I want to say
you can have it.
Well, as long as you're alive, I mean, yeah, I feel like it's cool. That doesn't mean I'm responding or driving, but you can have my number. I'm not too stuck up or anything. Believe I'm on any level to tell nobody no. That's just me. But I mean, if you're like, you know, there are some standards in there. I'd probably be like, I don't have a phone. You know,
She'd be like, you're obviously lying to me. I can see the phone in your hand right now.
Oh my God, I'm Amish.
This is my friend's phone.
I'm just holding it for him real quick. You want his number?
You could text me on his number. He'll forward it to me.
He's gay though, so.
Yeah. I've definitely had people ask me where I'm like, I've thought to myself like, why? You know, like women, like people ask you for my number for a lot of shit, like. Not always like a dating thing. Like sometimes it's like I want you to come play at my cookout in my backyard next month, and those are the ones where I'm always like, okay, why? Because like usually like there's some face in the crowd who's been chilling for an hour while I played the last 45 minutes, and they ask for my number, and I'm like, what kind of work do you have? I know it's work related. Do you want me to come play at a bar that you work at? That's a conversation we might be able to have. Do you want me to drive an hour and a half to your fucking house on the Cape so that way I can play in your backyard for 30 of your friends for 4 hours? Do I really want you to have my number in that case? No, not really. I guess I still give the business card, and I'd still probably do that for anybody who asks the number if I have a business card, like, hey, here you go. But like Raysean said, does not necessarily mean that I'm going to respond or get back to you because, you know, I don't care. I just don't care. If it was a lady though, you guys ever have the thing where like you give somebody your number? This used to happen to me when I was playing bars a lot back in the day, like, you know, 21 to like 26. This happened all the time. People would be like, oh, I'm going to call you. So that way you have my number in your phone. I'm like, okay. So I just got very much in the habit of like giving my real number and being like, oh yeah, I got it. Not saving it, not responding. Oh, I don't know who that is. I'm like writing it off that way in my brain. Like I don't have to respond to that. It's a random number who just happens to have my number. I also had my stepdad's phone was 1 digit off from my phone growing up, and he hasn't had that number active for the better part of the last like 15 years. So sometimes I would just give that number out. His would end in 55, mine ends in 56. I'd just be like, oh, 1 digit off. Sorry about that. Well, I don't know why the call didn't go anywhere. All useful tactics. Tactics. Kelly, you definitely probably have the most experience though.
I mean, you say that, but
you're the girl. You're supposed to be creeped out by men who ask for your numbers. Tell us your war stories.
Well, I don't date really, and I don't go anywhere where people would ask me for my number. So, but like when I used to, I don't like texting anyone, and I don't really like many people. So I would just say no. I mean, I'm very fortunate. I've never been in a position where I felt unsafe to refuse my number. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been like, if I tell this guy no,
you're going to beat my ass.
It's going to be bad. Yeah. And I am really good at just being super upfront, which I find kind of really can be really off-putting to others. So, like, if someone's like, we're kind of vibing a little bit, and they're like, can I have your number? And then I'm just like, no. And they're like, why? And I just say, because I don't want you to have my number and I don't want to speak to you again after this interaction. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they leave. So it like works out.
No, all we said was hi. Damn.
Yeah, so what you're saying is it just be like open, upfront, and honest about how put off you are by somebody asking. So that way You never have to run the awkwardness
Yeah.
again. You just cut it off at the head. Yeah.
Right
Good
away.
call.
And then if they're like, oh, why not? Can't we just text? And I'll just say, like, no, I won't text you. No, I don't want to text you. They're like,
Where
what do you mean? You wouldn't text me? No, I
it's like,
wouldn't.
no,
I
dude,
would not text you.
me and Raysean are
Not
her friends,
interested.
and she won't even fucking text us. Like, you think she's gonna
Yeah,
text
sorry,
you,
you
some
texted me
random
the other
dude
day.
from the grocery store? Yeah, I texted you about
And
the
I
show
didn't
though,
answer.
but it's fine. I
Yeah.
expected that you'd look at it,
I did read
acknowledge.
it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one. We'll get to that one later on in this episode. It was a listener
Yeah.
submitted post, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
Kelly's
good.
just a
I just
terrible,
say
terrible
no.
texter.
I
Pathetic.
do think that women should have, because like I said, I'm very fortunate that I have never really been in a situation like that. But that's really not always the case. And I'm sure there are a lot of women who have been in bad situations. So I do think that it's imperative to maybe have like a person whose number you could give out, like a male friend, or like your dad or something, somebody whose number you could give to someone, so you could like give them a number, and then if they call, like you have like a male friend who could be like, fuck off and leave this girl alone. Because I do find that men are not always discouraged by women being not that interested, but are more discouraged when there's like a guy being like, bro, leave her the fuck alone, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean that's why the line "I have a boyfriend" is so popular in this instance, just because exactly what you said. Oh, there's a goalie. Never mind.
Yeah, because just saying no or like leave me alone does not tend to dissuade.
Oh, she's
people
playing
sometimes.
hard to get.
Yeah,
We're gonna have one of the
exactly.
love stories for the ages.
Yeah.
Are those like guys you try to give a fake number to and they dial the number up and call it right in front of you and be like, bitch, this Pizza Hut. What the
Yeah,
they had a
that's
whole bunch of
true.
hotlines like that back in the day, like the rejection hotline, and you give that number and they call it
It'd
up
be
and
like
they're
a
like,
message.
yeah, this person gave you this number because they're not interested in you, maybe because you're a fucking creep or a dickhead or you smell bad. Like, kind of went in on the person to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the rejection hotline is still a thing, honestly. I wonder.
It definitely is. I feel like it definitely is.
Should we call it?
Do you have it on you? Do you know it?
Let's look it up.
All right. But yeah, I just feel like straightforward is tried and true for me.
Yeah, honesty is the best policy unless it is with the opposite sex who has a real chance at murdering you. You give him this number.
Welcome to the conference call. Please enter your access code or PIN followed by the pound sign.
605-475-6968 is no longer the original rejection hotline.
Now it's like a conference meeting call.
Yeah,
for some
that's
business.
so sad. They used to do such a service
crazy
for the people. The rejection hotline, as told by Google, is 675-6869-6968. Yeah. I guess it stopped being that like last year at some point. Well,
damn.
Good for them.
It's weird for that business. You know what I mean?
It wasn't working out, I guess.
I bet they get a lot of weird kind of like.
They're like, why are so many random losers
calls
trying to fucking get on our conference call?
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of 3 a.m. calls for some reason.
A lot of horny motherfuckers calling this shit at 3:30 in the morning.
Is this Deborah? Deborah? Who the hell is Deborah?
Oh, God.
Would you rather? I thought this was kind of a weird one for Would You Rather. So I, being a fan of Would You Rathers, but honestly, like desperate for Would You Rathers that aren't like, would you rather eat a shit sandwich or get paid $3 billion? Like that's so much of the Would You Rathers, dude. It fucking drives me bananas. This one I thought was kind of interesting. Which one of these would you rather show publicly? Okay. I'll have to click to see the not safe for work. You must choose one of these to be revealed about yourself. 1, all your physical wounds are present on your body. The old ones don't hurt, but they look pretty fresh and barely healed. 2, Your social media feed has all your mental issues public, including traumas and mental illnesses, even bad thoughts such as jealousy towards other people. That's where it gets a little risky for me. Number 3, every time you go outside, the amount of money you have with you is shown above your head. Or number 4, every sexual encounter you have is public somehow and everyone can access it. I'd pick none of them if I could. I don't know who wants to start. We got to pick one. So
I think I'm okay with number 4.
The money one?
Every sexual encounter you have is public somehow.
I don't think that would really bother me.
Ray's like, I got nothing to hide, dude. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, probably some of the people that I've had sexual encounters, they probably don't want that out there, but
True.
Maybe they're blurred out. It's just you.
I don't think so. I mean, you'd be getting a lot less pussy if that was the one you picked. They'd be like, what, Raysean? You made what kind of agreement with the devil? Now everyone can see us? I ain't fucking you ever again.
I mean, okay. Now I gotta think of a different one.
Yeah.
I feel like the money one, like I would be okay with now because I'm relatively like youngish still, so I don't care so much that I'm like
get mugged
broke.
for 15 cents. Don't play.
But that's the thing is like, also as I get older, like I would like to be able to be financially stable, and so I feel like I'll just be like embarrassed when I'm 55 and I still only have like $47 in the bank account. You know what I mean? Like I'm like fuck. So I don't really like that one. I guess I would pick like my wounds, all my wounds publicly.
But it's collective throughout your entire life.
Yeah, like, I know, forever.
That's a lot.
And which is like embarrassing because I used to, when I was in high school, I used to like self-harm. So that's going to be like a little uncomfortable, but I know what one I'm not picking.
Which one are you not picking?
The mental health one. I am not picking that. That is a no-go. You think that what I share on here is alarming? Like, imagine the shit I'm keeping to myself. Okay, like I'm not. That one is a definite no. If that one's
I'm with you on that one, Kelly. If people knew what I was thinking about, I'll be in the crazy house.
If my mind can't be my safe space, fuck, I would actually. I mean, I say it all the time, but I would kill myself. Like that's a no. That's a hard no. Okay.
So you have talked yourself out of pretty much every single one. You got to pick one though.
I think I just have to pick the wounds one. Oh, it's like gross, but I guess.
I got a couple of gross wounds that I don't think I'd want to. I mean, I don't know, dude. I had I got hit in the head with a rock when I was like 5 in the front of my head and like had a whole gush blood out of my head for like a fucking day. That was not cool. Imagine if that's all fresh looking, for the rest of my life.
I have had a black eye, so that would just be a black eye forever, right?
I guess,
is that what that means?
I also have like this huge 6-inch incision.
Needs to know when to be quiet.
I also have a huge 6-inch incision up the small of my back, which
you need surgery.
Yeah, which doesn't hurt anymore, thankfully. And this doesn't say that it'll hurt, but when that thing was like the butterfly stitches across them to like keep the cut closed, like if it had to look like that for the rest of my life, I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I guess I am picking the money one because I've had a black eye before and it was hideous, and I don't want to be walked around like that.
Now you want 2 of them with the money.
That's true. I mean, Kelly, you said it. It's like I don't want to be 55 years old with $47 in my checking account, but I bet you there are many 55-year-old women out there with $47 in their checking account right now. A lot more people are living paycheck to paycheck than we all care to admit in this world at the moment. But
it's something ridiculous. Like 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, like they're one $400 emergency away from like financial catastrophe. Yeah. Pretty fucking sad. But
at least I'd be with my people.
The poor people.
I guess
down at the homeless shelter. I talk to a lot of homeless people in my job. It sucks, but I don't think I'd want that one. Although I feel like a lot of people will pick that one because it's like a video game setting. You know what I mean? Except like the stat above your head is an HP. It's the amount of dollars that you have.
Is that just what I have on my pocket? I just probably would never.
No, that's what
carry.
you have in terms of complete
It's like
wealth.
how much money you have. Yeah.
Can't
Maybe
do
I
it.
would just have like cards with my Venmo and I could just give it out to people because they would see me and feel bad.
I'm kind of leaning towards social media feed as all my mental issues public because
For real?
I'm already kind of open about most of my mental illness.
Fuck, I am not.
I'm scared, Kyle. You probably should keep that to yourself.
Who gives a shit? It's me talking about it out loud to other people is better than it just festering inside of my fucking head is my thought process. Every time I go
I
outside,
feel
the
like
amount of money you have is shown. Or I mean, I could just have everybody be able to see that I can, lay down the pipe. That might not be a bad idea either. But like I said to Raysean before, it's like all of a sudden the pool of partners dries up. Although I'm sure you replenish that pool with a whole bunch of exhibitionist types who are like, I'm going to get seen by everybody everywhere. How come? Because of some weird would you rather choice that you made during a podcast in 2023. Let's go. Let's get down to
freaky people. Yeah.
Hey, have you ever have a fear that you'll let out one of your crazy thoughts and somebody agree with it? And you gotta be like, hold on, I'm not Hitler. Calm down, guys.
That was intrusive. Yeah.
Let's bring this down. I'm not trying to start
like you have those moments. Seldom do I say shit that I don't mean. You say shit that you don't mean all the time.
Yeah. Part of it's part of the humor.
Yeah. I mean, as long as people are prepared for it, right? For real, because if you're doing like a Hitler joke. All right. So Kelly, you're taking the money one. Raysean, are you still going with the public dick game? What do you think?
I mean, I probably do the wound one because I haven't broken anything, so it's not like I'm gonna really have to. The worst thing I think I did is like cut my ankle. So
even bad. I'm still leaning towards social media, but reading the last line kind of got me rethinking. Even bad thoughts, such as jealousy towards other people.
Bad thoughts, like
I have a lot of bad thoughts.
I have a lot of bad thoughts. Yeah, I have some intrusive shit that I don't want.
You say that.
I have shit that I wish I didn't know about. You know what I mean? Like if my thoughts, I'm like, fuck, I wish I wasn't having these. I don't want other people knowing about that either.
I don't want to inflict that damage onto other people.
Thanks.
All right, I'll go with I'm draining the pool of potential sexual partners to refill the pool with a group of much wilder sexual partners. And
you can always just like
can see my dick.
Switch the
people in a gimp mask.
Sure. Are you gonna start fucking furries?
Wow, I did not expect the furries to make a reappearance on this show from last week to this week, but here we are. Yeah, maybe I just start fucking furries. That's very practical advice. Very practical advice.
I mean, thinking their names in the book, I don't think nobody gonna know who was Foxy. Like,
he's fucking that red and white bear looking thing again. Cool.
Do it.
They seem to really be hitting it off. I guess I'm. Oh my god. I mean, number 3. Who gives a shit? I'm poor. Everyone's poor. I guess I'm going number 3. Give me the money one. Yeah.
Bummer. To be poor.
Living in late stage capitalism is fucking sick, dude. I love it.
You say that until you meet somebody poor and they make you feel like you're rich.
They're like, wait a minute.
And the thing with the money one
bills
is that then if you do make it and you have like money, people fucking know and they're gonna ask
on
you
your ass.
Yeah.
Bring up things that never even happened. Remember when I used to wipe your ass? Get off
no. I don't.
All right.
All right.
That's that. That's the weirdest, most undefinite would you rather ever, I think. I'm not even sure if most of us picked, but we picked by not picking.
I mean, I picked.
Did you pick the money one?
I did.
Same page, same team.
Yeah. If I hadn't had a black eye at one point, I would have picked injuries.
Bada bang. Ooh, OP.
Ready?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this was a listener submitted one by our friend Shannon. Hello, Shannon. I hope you are well.
Hello, Shannon.
Hello, Shannon.
Did Shannon submit another one at one point that was really good?
Yeah, she sends me all sorts of fucking fire shit. I wish she'd do it more, but she's so busy with
Very
her
nice.
other fucking friends or whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah, right. Am I not Shannon's best friend anymore? Somebody needs
Are
to
you a
tell me.
filler friend again?
Yeah,
No.
I guess, dude. Honestly, dude, don't even. Yeah, shut. All right,
Let's
read the
leave
fucking
it be.
post. Yeah.
All right, I'll read the post.
Okay.
OP, so original poster, had sex with boyfriend's younger brother after he asked for an open relationship.
And honestly, let me just read the original title because it's a little bit different because this obviously was reposted. It's "Am I the asshole for having sex with my boyfriend's younger brother after he asked for an open relationship?" Here we go.
Right. I, 26 female, have been with my boyfriend, 26 male, for about 2 years. Never had any issues until last month when he asked to open our relationship. He said that all men have an innate desire to sleep with as many women as they like. He said that women are attracted to men like him who are in their peak physical shape and that he should take advantage of that. Something about men wanting to spread their seed far and wide. Oh, I fucking hate when
Look at
people
the child support
say
payments,
that.
you fucking idiot.
Oh, gross. I did not see this coming at all. I was appalled. At the end, he said that I'm wife material and the woman he wants to come home to, but of course, that just rubs salt on the wound.
Oh my God.
However, I told him that this is fine and asked if he has anyone in particular in mind. He was surprised by my reaction and told me how awesome I am for being so understanding, and then he showed me his Tinder and upcoming date.
Oof.
He knew that this arrangement only benefited him because I'm not into casual flings, so wouldn't be sleeping around. He even said that he knows that I wouldn't go looking for other guys because I'm too sweet and loyal.
Oof.
So, he has a 19-year-old brother, and I called him the following day. I explained the open relationship situation to him and asked if he's interested in some fun. Long story short, he was willing, but felt insecure because he is/was a virgin.
Oh my God.
I told him that's okay. We had sex later that night. Afterwards, I asked my boyfriend about his date, and he said he had a great time. I told him that I met a younger, cute rugby player who is shy and inexperienced. He was curious and asked for a picture, which I showed him. Utter chaos. He had a complete meltdown and called me all sorts of slurs under the sun. I told him it's natural for me to want someone like his younger brother. You know, peak physical form and all that. He was still blowing up my phone even after I left his house and sent me dozens of texts. I told him the relationship is over, but he kept saying that he forgives me even though I'm deeply fucked up and deranged. He suggested therapy, but claimed it might not help someone as evil as me. And then there's some frequently asked questions on this. Should I read those too?
Yeah.
Okay. You're almost 30. How can you sleep with a 19-year-old? Gross. With enthusiasm. What a fucking star. That part was hilarious.
Yep.
Couldn't you have just communicated your thoughts to your boyfriend? He had a Tinder already set up before we even had the discussion. There was nothing to discuss. You took his brother's virginity, which isn't nice. You even like him. What if he gets hurt? His brother has a crush on a girl his age and asked me tips, advice, and how to approach her romantically. I've been helping him out and giving him styling advice.
Now she's giving him fucking sex advice too. That is deeply fucked up what that girl did.
I have a lot of thoughts.
That is deeply fucked up what she did. What do you got, Kelly?
I mean, I definitely think that she's the asshole for sure. I think, I mean, again, I think that the comment was funny about how she was like, with enthusiasm. But personally, I think that she really took advantage of this young kid. I know he's 19, so he's technically an adult, but I think that you manipulated a younger, not boy, because he's 19, but like basically a boy, and made it so that his relationship now with his family is going to be so awkward. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it was unnecessary. And if you're not interested in having an open relationship and you don't want to have your boyfriend sleeping around and it hurt you so badly, then break up with him. I mean, it sucks that he already had like a date planned and was going to do this regardless or whatever. But I feel like you took advantage of that boy and you fucked up his relationship with his brother for life. And I think that that was really uncool. And
Yeah.
pretty gross.
Yeah. She literally fucked up a whole family because she got upset that her fucking boyfriend asked her about an open relationship. And like, I see where she's coming from in a certain perspective. It's like, he approached her about the open relationship. He already had a Tinder and a date set up. It's like, all right, glad that you, I'm glad that you had the discussion amongst our, I'm glad that you had the discussion for us and that you've already made the decision. But yeah, you're right. The play would have been like, go fuck one of his best friends. Yeah, we could be an open relationship. You don't fuck his 19-year-old brother, you fucking creepy old bitch. Who, like, that's some of the most vindictive shit I think I've ever read in regards to like a woman getting revenge back on. That's pretty fucked up, dude. And I say that as somebody who's I don't want to say experienced this. I've adjacent things to this. Like, I know what it can be like when somebody you're fucking is now fucking another member of your family. It's so goddamn awkward as hell. It's the most awkward thing. But given the context of how that awkward situation got started, never mind the age difference, I never had anything crazy in terms of I never had anything crazy in terms of the age difference to really think about with the stuff. But the reason in which she did it, the fact that she did it to inflict as much damage as possible. Oh, it's a cute young rugby player, and he's like, fuck, I know some rugby players. Who did she fuck that I know? She must have fucked one of my brother's friends. No, she fucked your brother, dog. Like, this girl is evil.
And I genuinely think, like, some of the comments are like, do one better, fuck his dad next, or whatever. Like, I am all for women getting vengeance. Genuinely, I'm all for that. But I think that he didn't even really, I don't think he deserved it. He didn't go on the date first. He brought it up to you, and you agreed. You could have just said no. You could have been like, I'm not cool with it, and if you go on dates with other women, we have to break up. I don't. You said fuck one of his friends. Fuck a friend he was always jealous of.
Don't fuck his 19-year-old brother and ruin like an entire family.
Yeah.
What do you think, Raysean? What do you think?
I think you shouldn't go opening up Pandora's box. You answered the question. And that's what happens. You know what I mean? I feel like you should kind of understand how your spouse is while y'all in your relationship. So you should kind of know how that whole question was going to go. Because he said he was surprised that she was all for it. So you should have known something was kind of not clicking well. So I don't know about the whole, is she going to fuck your boyfriend or your brother and stuff like that. I don't know if you're going to automatically think that. But, you opened it up, and open means open. She explained it to your brother. He knew what was going down. And I'm at the age, I'm at the mindset, if you're over like 18, you can make these type of decisions for yourself. So I'm not going to say he was like super manipulated. Maybe she twist a little bit, but I feel like he had the mindset to do what he did. So
I'm sure I'm gonna
say she's still an asshole, because this is an asshole thing to do. This is, to me, like some movie shit to do to somebody, but I think it's funny. This would be some funny shit to hear somebody, like, if I was a girl and my friend called me and she was like, you won't believe what I just did. I just fucked his brother. I'll be laughing my ass off. Like, you did what? Just because you did that? Oh, shit. I'm going to do the same thing if my motherfucker start acting crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be all up in that, but it is kind of fucking crazy, though. Like I'll be like, damn. As soon as I get off the phone, I'll be like, you won't believe that bitch. I told you she's crazy.
Genuinely, you have a point. The gossip would be so good. I would be so into it if, like, somebody was telling me about it. I would eat that up. I love that. But pretty fucked.
No, this girl's a fucking demon, dude. This girl knows exactly what she did. She did it to inflict as much, like, whatever damage and hurt that she felt. I can understand. I can't say I empathize with it. I don't know what it's like to be in her shoes, but she got hurt. Let's say on a 1 to 10, she got hurt at like a 6 or a 7. I'm not trying to dump you. I'm not trying to break up with you. Granted, all the shitty things or douchey things your fucking boyfriend said, it's like, ugh, it's gross to hear that. It's gross to hear that people think about themselves like that. So like, I can also appreciate the extra motivation given to her from that. Like all the, I'm in my peak physical form. I want to spread my seed. Like I can understand wanting to get even with the dude like that. But the way in which she chose to do it, it's like, if you got hurt at a 6, you just hurt this dude and his family and his relationship with his fucking sibling for the rest of his life. If you got hurt at a 6, you just hurt him at like a fucking 29.
Yeah,
so you were an asshole bitch because of it. I'm sorry. This girl, she had a million ways to inflict her damage, and she very strategically, very purposefully chose to do it like this because she is an absolute piece of fucking shit garbage person.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Imagine what Christmas is going to be like. Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for?
Which sibling stops going? Which sibling stops going to the family functions now? Is it the older one because he I don't know, can go spread his seed somewhere else during Christmas? I don't know.
The thing with me and Raysean, I know you said that you think when people are like 18, they can make these kinds of decisions, and I will admit he is legally an adult, but like as someone who is older, I can recognize that when I was like 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I was legally an adult, but my mentality, I could not see things like in the future. Like I was very much so just living in the present. Like I feel like this kid was like, oh, my brother's girlfriend's hot and I can get my dick wet and my brother's totally cool with it. Great, awesome. And just like went with it, not thinking like this is gonna fuck up how my brother and I interact probably forever. All of our holidays are gonna be weird. My parents are going to look at me differently. Like, I don't think that he thought those things because he's pretty young and you know what I mean? And I think that she did know these things, which is why I think that she really manipulated him, which is part of why I think it's so gross.
Right? The damage is double. Like, not only did she hurt the fucking boyfriend and get even with him, but she definitely done fucked up this kid's brain, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think this younger kid's going to have a fucked up relationship with his brother, really, from now on.
Who'd you lose your V card to, Steven? Oh, I lost it to my brother's boyfriend. My brother's girlfriend when I was 19. She was 30. Oh, wow. That's crazy. You must be a real pussy slayer, huh? Your brother's girlfriend, huh? What was that like? He tells the story and then he's like, yeah. And I've been waiting for round 2 ever since. Not with her, but with anybody else, because now I have problems trusting women because I'm afraid that they're going to do some real fucking vendetta shit like this again. Like, this girl is a fucking piece of actual garbage, dude. Like, belongs in the fucking trash.
Yeah. They have a 7-year age gap, which I think as you get older becomes less serious. Like right now at 30, I'll be 32. Like right now, a 7-year age gap, like someone 7 years older than me, 39, I don't think that that's a big deal at all. But I think at that age, like in the 20s, 7 years is a big
a lot of life happens between 19 and 26. Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this girl is a fucking piece of filth, and I hope she gets hit by a car going to work tomorrow.
Thanks.
Word. Raysean, you're fine with it though? Fuck all the adult children. Is that what your fucking take is?
No, I mean, I don't know. I'll say I think 18 you can make the decision to like fuck. I feel like innately know just like, oh, it's weird to fuck my sibling's spouse, like no matter what. I feel like I don't care if he's cool with it or what, it's just weird. It's gonna be a weird thing. So I feel like you should automatically go in with that type of knowledge. So either you already kind of wanted to do it, your relationship already ain't at that level anyway, or some shit, or is it some other things? But I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, the girlfriend is an asshole because this is some crazy shit to do. I think it's hilarious. I think this would be some fun shit to hear over the phone. I would. Yeah. I think this would be get some wine. Let's talk about how we fuck some people over type of shit.
Yeah.
I think it's a good moment for one of those. But, if it was me, this would be kind of fucked up. I'd be kind of mad. I don't. Yeah, I'll be mad. I don't know if I'd be like.
I mean, would you get back together with her, or would you break up with her? Like he was like, "I forgive you, even though you're deranged." Like, would you forgive her? I don't.
Nope.
I'll be like, you a cold bitch. You's a cold bitch. You got me. You got
Respectfully.
It is. No, it is Raysean. You got the last one. It's a r/ask. Ask.
Okay. Is it weird that my best friend keeps going after my exes? I have a friend who has gone for my exes on 4 occasions. I think if it's once or twice, it's not a big deal. But with it being 4, it's kind of strange because this friend is my best friend. Am I looking into this a little too much? No, you're not.
You're not looking into it enough. If he's still your best friend after trying to bang 4 of your exes, you're not looking at it nearly closely enough.
Mm.
What I would personally do is if you have any like type of relationship with those girls prior, like friends or anything, I'll ask them. I was like, how long within our relationship did it take for him to try to hit on you or some shit like that? Just so I can kind of like map it out and be like, okay. Then once I kind of get like the same or 2 stories, then it's through. I'd be like, bro, you piece of shit, bro. Like I can't talk to nobody without you trying to catcall them. Like, come on, man.
Have
Bro.
you ever had this happen to you, Ray?
No, I don't think so.
I have. With one particular friend, not like my best friend in the world, but a pretty good friend. Like would say some snide, like low-key shit to the girl, like while we were together. And like they would be like, hey, so and so said this to me the other day. I'd be like, what? What do you mean? What did you say? She's like, I just kind of told him, like, it was basically just like them paying them a compliment about how good looking they were. And I was like, all right, they're stating a fact because, you are a good looking girl, whatever. But they obviously did that with some type of intention, which is kind of where my brain goes. What's the intention? What do you expect to get out of this? And like, I'm not saying all of this to be like, I'm the greatest person to be in a relationship with. Quite the contrary, actually. But he would lay the groundwork a little bit for when he knew the inevitable breakup was going to come. And then he'd ask them out on the date. And like those girls, even if we were split up, they'd still hit me up and be like, yo, so-and-so just asked me to go get dinner with them on Friday. Like, obviously I told them no, but you should like consider who your friends are, basically. So
there you go.
Considering who your friends are, it was kind of the message, but it happened, I guess 2.5 times. I'll say 2.5.
Kind of a lot of time.
Yeah, the 2 times enough. Like literally, I think about the 2 times that it happened with 2 people it happened with, and like I still get kind of hot in the back of my head, and I'm just like, what a fucking scumbag, dude. Because it was while I was still dating the person. You know what I mean? It wasn't even after the fact, but it was to lay the groundwork to ask them out after we split, and then they did, and then me and the girls, like, we had split, but like we were good as good as you can be, to the point where communication was still open, and they'll let me know about it, and I'm like, I can't fucking believe this person. He's a person that is best kept at arm's length, is what I've learned throughout the course of
predatory.
It just feels like it just felt like intentional after a while. Like, what do you think you're going to gain out of doing this to me specifically? What are you trying to say about me? And what are you trying to say about obviously it's like the girls are hot and you want to fuck them. I get that. I fuck them. I understand. But what are you trying to say about me? Get the fuck out of my face. Go figure your own thing out. And it's funny that I'm not going to get further into it, but yes, that's my own experience.
Yeah. Because I can see like maybe something like this happening like once, because maybe you guys have like a similar type and like they got to know this person while you were together and they liked them. I can see it happening like once and not having it be kind of like a red flag, I think happening more than that, definitely feels like they're just like waiting in the wings to like scoop up your leftovers, which is gross.
Honestly, tying it back to the previous post, imagine if it was a family member that did it to you. Now, those are some more stories I could get into that I won't get into, but similar set of circumstances, weirdly. I guess I've always pulled down dates that were way out of my league, and like other people see that and they're like, hey, if that fucking dumb looking idiot got it, why can't I? And then they like line up around the block, and I'm like, is that motherfucker hiding around the corner about something? And sure enough, they are. They're waiting to like swoop in with pretty girl compliments when I get drunk and we break up or whatever. But yeah, imagine if it was your own family. Ugh.
Yeah, that's gross. But what I don't like about this post too is I feel like 4 times, that's so many times. It really makes me think that they're probably not actually always just hitting on your exes. They are probably hitting on your boyfriend or girlfriend. Like they probably wouldn't even care if you weren't broken up. You know what I mean?
Maybe they want to be a throuple with you.
But just be open because some people are into that and would want to be in a throuple. So just say something.
Not this dude. This dude's like, I got a girlfriend and a best friend, and my best friend keeps hitting on my girlfriends, and I don't know what to do about it. Have you ever?
You know what I think is funny? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
No,
but I think it's so funny that you guys read this post, and because you guys are guys, you thought of this in a guy's perspective. But when I first read this post, I immediately thought it was a girl talking about like her girl best friend hitting on her boyfriends.
Wow, that's weird. It's like we project our own gender onto the post.
That's so weird. Oh my god.
Assign it, yeah.
I guess when you say it like that, it doesn't sound weird. But when I just was like surprised, I was like, "Oh, you guys think this is a guy?"
100%. Guys are way hornier than girls, or at least overtly hornier, is the way I'll say it. They're much more like in your face about it. Like, "Hey, what's up? You pretty? I have a dick."
That's what makes me think that this is a girl.
I think women would be more like, devious about it type of shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what makes me think this is a girl. Like a girl best friend being like, I'll just wait until they break up because her boyfriend's so hot. Like,
maybe, dude, but like I have 2 solid examples in my life that dudes are just as devious in the sense as we suppose women might be in the sense, you know.
It's true.
I feel like I should cut out the thing about the family thing now, but I'm not gonna. Because I didn't do anything wrong in any of that is the thing. It happened to me, and I was like, is this really happening to me? Am I on an episode of Jerry Springer? What the fuck? I didn't do this. I didn't do fucking shit. Whatever.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
just don't be friends with that person.
Is it weird? It's weird.
Definitely weird.
It's definitely weird. Yeah. Especially if you call them your best friend.
Yeah.
Weird as fuck.
Maybe you guys should like lay a ground rule. Stop fucking my exes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I had to basically say that to the person at a certain point. Be like, hey, I date really attractive women sometimes. I know, it's pretty cool. Fuck off about it.
Yeah.
Get out of my face. Bro.
Uncomfortable.
I know that you're very evidently waiting around for leftovers. They ain't coming. And even if they were, they ain't coming on you, dog. All right. They're all set. They don't like you. They think you're weird. Also, they think it's weird that you dress like me and stuff. It was further than just the hitting on girlfriends thing for a long time. Yeah.
So you had a clone.
I had a person who I think
worshipped you.
Nope, I don't think it was that. I think that they thought I was cool, and I'm cool for the most part. And I think that they thought to themselves, if I could replicate some version of that, maybe I'll be cool too. I think it was somebody who didn't have a ton of self-confidence in themselves. And once they started to, and like, mind you, I'm like a fat, drunken fucking idiot. Like I have no reason to have any self-confidence, which is why I don't. But sometimes I project that I do. And I think this person felt that I projected that I did. So he tried to replicate and was like, well, if I can fucking do that, then I can do this exact same thing that Kyle's doing, including and up to and including fucking his girlfriends. You know, I don't know, whatever.
It's weird.
Yeah, certainly in the past, and I'm glad that is something I don't have to worry about anymore. You just got to be careful of the company you keep, even if it is a friend you've known since you were 12, or you know, a person who's directly blood related to you. You know, you just got to be careful.
Honestly, 4 times. I mean, honestly, like, what do you even say by that 4th time? Because you're not surprised anymore. You know what I mean? You're just like,
hey, she slipped into my bed. What was I going to do? Like,
the 3rd or 4th time it happened with the second party, the girl was aware of like the first few times that he did it, and he was like, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you do? Is this like a purposeful thing now? And they were like, what are you talking about? Like,
faking ignorance. Like, you definitely see it if all of us see it.
You care. You're the one who brought it up. It's like, dude, you know that I fuck this person. Like, you know this for a fact. I feel like I've overshared on these episodes today, but whatever. Again, just to reiterate, in both of the instances that I brought up, I didn't do anything wrong to either party involved. Just tossing it out there again for sake of clarity. If you're gonna clip it, clip the whole thing, you fucking cowards. Okay? There you go.
Okay.
Any parting thoughts before we wrap up this episode of the Advice Pod?
No.
Only thing I can add is try to be your own person. Don't fuck your best friend's exes. Try to get your own exes. It's kind of nasty. It's like
what do they
y'all
call that? Don't they call that something?
Incest. Oh no, that's not.
Oh, that was the last post, right? No, that wasn't even really incest, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know if that thing has a name. I don't know. Does it?
I think I thought of it, but it's correct.
You said ass crack.
I said politically incorrect.
Your mic faded in and out on that one. What?
Oh,
just say.
Sorry.
What is it?
Well, isn't it called being like Eskimo bros when you've like fucked the same girl?
Oh, yeah. Inuit
bros. But even so, it's just not right.
Yeah. It is always very weird when you figure out like you're an Eskimo brother with somebody. Yep. Especially if you know them very well.
I almost don't want to say it, but for a while when I was very young, I had this really bad habit of being like a homie hopper. So I would like be into someone and sleep with them, and then I would sleep with all of their friends.
So you were the girl in the last post, except you didn't fuck a 19-year-old.
Well, I was never dating any of them, so it's not like I was doing anything wrong. No.
Would you call it a homie hopper?
A homie hopper. I would hop homies.
Homie hopping hooer. Woo!
Yeah, when I was very young and naive.
I'm glad you used to have fun, Kelly.
Thank you.
Because we all know that you ain't having fucking fun at all in your current
I'm having so much fun. As soon as we end this whole thing, I'm going to start working on my new puzzle, my new jigsaw puzzle. I'm very excited about
cabbage soup and listen to a fucking murder
I did
podcast.
have cabbage soup today.
Yeah. I wish I could say that shocked me, but I guess I just know you guys pretty well in some aspects of life, and I love making this podcast with y'all. Thanks for letting me dump therapy style on you throughout several different segments tonight. That was good. That was good. If you enjoyed the therapy dumping, or if you have any sorts of answers to the things we talked about today, whether that be like, what is your response if somebody asks for your phone number, you don't like it, or which would you rather publicly display? Your shitty wounds, your body count? I forget what it was. Dollar amount. Yeah, that girl was an asshole, though. We can all agree on that. She fucked that. Oh yeah. Kid. Also, have you ever had a friend or family member who has gone out of their way, like specifically gone out of their way, not once, not twice, but thrice different times to, try to hit on your exes or former sexual partners? Have you ever had experiences like that? Leave them down in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. It helps the video get recommended within the algorithm. It's always very helpful. Recommend it to your friends if you're having a good time listening to us bitch about stupid shit, because that too is how we grow. And we'll see you next Friday for some more advice.
Sounds good.
Raysean, as always.
Don't be a butt cheek.
I love the different inflections of this phrase. Now it really is like the highlight at the end of the don't be a butt cheek. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.